Hello there, my name is Frank Rose of the Rambling Roses. Today we're going to be talking about the performance of my Jeep Cherokee, pulling the little guy max and some additional information, and the performance as far as miles per gallon, etc. So let's get started. Alrighty, let's start with the Jeep Cherokee. I have a 2014 Grand Cherokee Limited 4x4. And it comes with a optional factory package that includes a tow package. It's called the Trailer Tow Group 4. It has rear-loading leveling suspension. It has a full-size spare tire. It has heavy-duty engine cooling. It's got an upgraded alternator, 220 amp. Comes with a 7 and 4-pin wiring harness. And it has a Class 4 receiver hitch. The factory package was for the 2014 was $795. It's quite a nice package for the price. This sheet here we're looking at is out of my owner's manual. That has the specifications for the towing package that I have on. I've got the 3.6 liter. It's got an 8-speed automatic transmission. It's 4x4, and they're saying the maximum gross weight that you can pull with that setup is 6,200 pounds. And then it also says that for the tongue weight, 620 pounds. Now above, I've written down the specs for my little guy Max. We have a 330 pound tongue weight and on the little guy Max, and 3,950 pound gross vehicle weight. So with that, the comparisons there, the Jeep Cherokee that I'm using actually has twice as much as what I actually need to pull a little guy max, which is to be on the good side. And then also on below here, they're saying the gross weight, if it's over 3,500 pounds with the Jeep Cherokee, it's mandatory to use a weight distribution hitch to ensure stable handling of your vehicle. And then below that, if you don't have the factory installed tow package, it's limited to 3,500 pounds maximum weight and 350 pounds tongue weight. So it's probably well advised if you're going to be pulling the little guy max, you need to have the factory installed package from Chrysler. So moving on, let's talk about the Blue Ox system. I've got a little sheet here that has, I have the Blue Ox system. It's called the Sway Pro weight distribution hitch, and as you can see, it's 6,000 gross tow weight, so we're on the good size there. One of the things about the Blue Ox is that you don't have to disconnect the stabilizing bars when you back up, which is quite a feature. I mean, every time you got to back up, you got to take the torsion bars off and put them back on, so that's a very nice package. And let's get into the performance of the total package and some more information. We have the Jeep hooked up to the stabilizer bar and weight distribution. Also, I'd like to point out we got the Smart Jack cover here. Pretty slick. Put your connector for your electrical in that little pocket there. Place to hook up your chains, and it covers the Smart Jack. One of the complaints about the Smart Jack is that plastic underneath this cover, because of the sunlight, tends to degrade, crack. So that hopefully will prevent that. I'll provide a link below for that. Now this is just the weight distribution portion. I'll talk about performance. As I have mentioned before, I am using a Grand Cherokee to pull the little guy max. It's a 4x4 with a V6. And when we picked up the trailer in Plattsburgh, New York, we drove it to Rochester, New York, total of 360 miles. So I had a chance to play with the performance of the Jeep and what's the best mileage and what's the speed that works out best. And what I found was, first off, there was on the start out of the trip through the Adirondacks on Interstate 87, there were a lot of steep grades, and what I found is using cruise control was the best, and it appeared that 60 miles an hour was the proper speed to operate the vehicle. What I had is the mileage was 10.2 miles per gallon. Going on the flatter piece on Interstate 90, I ended up getting 13.2. I did play with driving it without the cruise control, and when you get into the hills and stuff, it was a little difficult trying to maintain its speed, and it seemed to be a little harder on the Jeep. So as far as the performance of the weight distribution, torsion stabilizers, it was great. Several tractor trailers passed me by. I didn't barely even feel them. The trailer was stable, didn't rock, and of course, at going 60 miles an hour, I did have a lot of tractor trailers pass me by, but I was very pleased with it. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please subscribe and hit the thumbs up if you enjoyed the video, and there will be links below for that cover for the Smart Jack. It's pretty slick, so enjoy.